Hey everybody, it's PDubs. Thanks as always for hanging out upstairs with us and for checking out the channel. Got a quick news update for you, and we're going to title this video The Curious Case of the Arcade1Up Pac-Man Plus Cabaret Cabinet. I actually received an email from a viewer named Darth Zella today, providing me links to some information on a recent Sam's Club exclusive cabinet that he picked up, and we wanted to check it out here because this is actually pretty interesting. So on the Sam's Club listing, you can get this Arcade1Up Super Pac-Man with Riser Arcade for $430. And you notice it says Super Pac-Man, but on this particular picture it says Pac-Man Plus. But on this particular picture it says Super Pac-Man as the marquee, which is really, really weird. It's got 12 games, cabaret style design, etc. Well, Darth Zella picked up this cabinet for 430 bucks, and take a look. He went ahead and he posted this on Reddit, and after he posted this on Reddit, he sent it to me. Obviously, the marquee actually matches the riser. It is a Pac-Man Plus. It's not a Super Pac-Man Cabaret cabinet. But take a look at the shape of this cabinet. Look at that with that slanted screen on it. That looks really, really good. Look at that slant. No worries about viewing angles. The wings on the cabinet are pretty small compared to what we've seen in the past when Arcade1Up had these marquees pushed further back. They're not all the way flush against the edge of the cabinet, but they're pretty close. You got that nice little bezel. Of course, it's a Pac-Man cabinet. This is not a Wi-Fi enabled cabinet by any means. And you got, of course, that cabaret artwork on it. Boom, boom, boom. Take a look at that. You got the Pac-Man Plus. You got the coin door sticker and all that. And what's interesting about the J panel here, let's go full image. Take a look at the riser, Pac-Man Plus. You notice that it doesn't even have it on the front riser like it did in the photo. So once again, Arcade1Up just can't get their listings correct with their retailers. It's very, very embarrassing. But as we kind of, let's kind of take a look here, guys, because there's actually something really interesting about this. So here it is from the other side, just for you guys to see. And of course, you know, if you want to see the full image, there you go. Very interesting. I love the shape of the cabinet. I love the screen slant. But let's get to the really interesting one. This thing's got this silly light up J panel. Obviously, it looks washed out when you're taking pictures with your cell phone. I bet it looks a little bit better in person, but probably still washed out. Here's the marquee all lit up. And of course, with your cell phone cameras, they look even more washed out than they normally do. But we know it's going to be washed out because that's what Arcade1Up does with their cabinets, with their marquees. They're just always washed out, man. Very rarely do they get a marquee that's not washed out. But take a look at that exciting new Pac-Man Plus Cabaret cabinet. It does come with 12 games. You got Pac-Man, Pac-and-Pal, Pac-Man, Pac-Man Plus, Pac-Land, Pac-Mania, Galaga, Galaxy, and Mappy, Dig Dug 2, and it looks like Rompers down there in the corner with the light up J panel. Pretty interesting stuff that he, sent my way, so thanks so much for shooting this over. And you know, I have to say, guys, even though the listing's wrong, if you're interested in an Arcade1Up Pac-Man cabinet, maybe you want to upgrade from your original like yellow Generation 1 cabinets, and maybe you don't care about Wi-Fi and online features that come with like the class of 1981 cabinet and things like that, and probably the remember we have the Pac-Mania Legacy Edition coming out soon as well. That'll have 14 games and Wi-Fi and leaderboards. But keep in mind, the Class of 81 cabinet, the Legacy, or what we should call the Pac-Mania Legacy cabinet, those are all going to carry a heavier price tag than this particular bundle right here from Sam's Club for $430. And it looks like you could go ahead and add it to your cart for shipping, and you can get it by March 15th, at least for me, here in my local area. So I wanted to give you guys a heads up. I know there's a lot of you out there who, you're big Pac-Man fans, and maybe you're ready to upgrade, but you don't want to get one of the more expensive Wi-Fi enabled cabinets or legacy cabinets coming out. This might be a good option for you. Love the slanted screen. Love the shape of the cabinet. The light up J panel is just a little bit of fluff in my opinion, but not something, to get overly excited about, because, I think it's kind of silly, in my opinion, having those lights down near the crotch area. It's just fluff. But overall, I mean, I have the Class of 81 cabinet. I really like that cabinet. Got a great review for that cabinet on my channel. So am I going to get this cabinet? No, because I have the Wi-Fi enabled cabinet. And of course, because I have Class of 81, I really don't see a need to upgrade to the Pac-Mania Wi-Fi enabled legacy cabinet when that comes out later this year. But it does kind of show you that this might be what the shape of those legacy cabinets are going to look like. They're going to probably look a little bit more like this one versus what we've seen in the past with the traditional Pac-Man, the curve, the Pac-Man curve. We're going to get something like this, because I think that's what those legacy cabinets were kind of showing for the Pac-Mania and the Atari cabinets and stuff. Either way, just a quick news update for all of you guys today. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful weekend. Leave me your comments, feedback, and reactions below. If you enjoyed the news update, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up on the way out. And as always, my dudes, thank you for subscribing.